Kanye West is not an artist. He's not a rapper. He's not a producer. He's not even a celebrity. Kanye West is a warning that genius and chaos can live in the same body, that the most important artist of a generation can also be its most dangerous voice. And when you ask me for his signature song, you're not asking me what he made best. You're asking me which version of Kanye we're willing to remember. And that is the most dangerous question in music history. Welcome to Cash the Record on the John Cash Show, where your favorite artist gets one song and no mercy. The views and opinions on this show, mine. If you came here for comfort, wrong channel. Listener discretion, not optional, it's a requirement. Now, the rules. We are not picking your favorite song. We're picking the one song that defines the artist. 5 rules, same as always. Rule number 1. Cultural shift. Did the game change? Rule number 2, instant DNA. You hear it, you know exactly who it is. Rule number 3, career pivot. Before this song versus after this song. Rule number 4, longevity. Does it survive generations? Rule number 5, public identity. The song becomes the artist. Hits fade, moments pass, but identity doesn't expire. And nobody on earth tests this rule harder than Kanye West. Pause the video right now. Drop your pick in the comments before you hear mine. I want your raw answer before your feelings get protective. Subscribe to the John Cash Show if you're new. Drop a comment with your Kanye pick right now before I influence you. I read the first wave personally. Don't miss it. Some of y'all aren't picking a signature song. You're picking your favorite version of a man you don't fully understand. Let's cash the record. Now let's get into the real problem. Here's the problem with Kanye West. He doesn't break the system. He is the system, and then he sets it on fire. Most artists have one era. Kanye West has had 9 careers. College dropout Kanye, late registration Kanye, graduation Kanye, 808's Kanye, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy Kanye, Yeezus Kanye, Pablo Kanye, Jesus is King Kanye, Donda Kanye. And every single one of those Kanyes changed music. So you're not just picking a song, you're picking which Kanye mattered the most. Your favorite Kanye song doesn't define him. It exposes your blind spot. And unlike Taylor Swift, where the debate is emotional, the Kanye debate is existential. Say that 15 times fast. I'll be trying to show y'all I passed my SATs and I stumble over words. Existential. Yeah.
Close enough.
You spell it, put it in fucking Google pronunciation, and then you fucking deal with it, okay? I did what I did, okay? Because when you pick his signature song, you also have to decide, do you separate the art from the man? We're not here to answer that question, but we are not pretending it doesn't exist. You can't cash the record on Kanye West without acknowledging that the record cashes you back. Now let's get into era 1, the soul samples. College dropout, late registration. Let's start at the beginning. 2004, Through the Wire. A man raps about his near-fatal car accident with his jaw wired shut. That's not music. That's testimony. Then Jesus Walks, a gospel rap record that every label said would never get radio play. However, it won the Grammy for Best Rap Song. It charted globally. It changed what hip hop was allowed to talk about. Kanye didn't ask permission to bring God to hip hop. He just showed up with a choir. But here's the case against these songs as the signature. Jesus Walks defined the moment. But Kanye, the artist, he left that man behind. The soul sampling, God-fearing, college dropout Kanye got consumed by something much larger and much darker. Jesus Walks is who he was. His signature is who he became. Let's get into era number 2. The pivot, 808s and Heartbreak. Now we get to the moment that everyone forgets matters. 2008. His mother dies. His engagement ends. And Kanye West goes into a studio and makes an album with almost no rapping, just auto-tune, just pain, just Heartless, Love Lockdown, Coldest Winter. Critics destroyed it. And then Drake built a career on it. The Weeknd built a career on it. Post Malone built a career on it. Future built a career on it. 808s and Heartbreak is the most influential album of the last 20 years, and they hated it when it dropped. Let me be more specific about why this matters. Before 808s, hip-hop was bravado, toughness, chest out, no tears. After 808s, hip-hop was allowed to cry. Drake built his entire identity on emotional vulnerability. The Weeknd built his sonic world on auto-tune and Heartbreak. Future built his career on melodic pain. Post Malone, Lil Uzi, Kid Cudi's entire solo catalog. All of them traced back to one man in one studio grieving his mother. Kanye didn't just make an album in 2008. He gave an entire generation of men permission to feel something on record. So why doesn't Heartless win as the signature? Because influence isn't the same as identity. 808s told us what hip-hop could become. His signature tells us what Kanye West is. The greatest albums change music. The signature song changes the artist. Those aren't always the same record. Heartless is a contender because it's raw, it's vulnerable, and it launched an entire emotional subgenre of hip-hop. But here's why it doesn't win. Because Kanye wasn't fully Kanye yet. He was a broken man making his best album. His signature song is a different beast entirely. Heartless is Kanye bleeding. His signature is Kanye crowning himself. Now let's get to era number 3, the masterpiece. A lot of people say My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
The best one, not gonna lie. My favorite. Well, one of my favorites.
That's why I said that, because Justin is a staunch advocate for it.
I love that album.
And then 2010. What you doing? Hit that subscribe button right now. Right now. I said right now. Damn it. Damn it to hell. And then 2010, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, a man who the media wrote off, who they called a narcissist, a villain who lost a VMAs moment and the public sympathy in 2009. The same night he took the mic from Taylor Swift, he handed her her origin story, and he handed himself in exile. And in that exile, he made the greatest hip-hop album of all time. Metacritic, Rolling Stone, Pitchfork, Grammy voters, all of them agreed MBDTF is a masterpiece.
Yeah. Just that intro alone sets the amazing tone for it. Not gonna lie.
You had Power, Runaway, All of the Lights, featuring Rihanna,
Mm-hmm.
Monster, every track a statement, every bar a revelation.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the case for Power as his signature. It's him at his most unfiltered. No apology, no softness, no compromise. I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. A man announcing himself as a god while the world is calling him a villain. Power is Kanye looking at the people trying to destroy him and laughing. But then there's Runaway, the toast to the douchebags. A man who knows exactly what he is, who admits it, who doesn't apologize, who turns self-awareness into a 9-minute opus with a piano intro you hear once and you never forget. Runaway is the most honest thing a celebrity has ever said on record, and he dressed it in a tuxedo and performed it at the VMAs.
Man, just thinking about that song gives me chills. I love that song.
So why don't these win? Justin always looks at me at this point like, what the fuck could possibly win?
Could be? I have an idea, but we'll see. We'll save it.
Because a signature can't require liner notes, because a signature can't be album dependent. The world didn't live in MBDTF. They visited it. You can't have a signature that needs context. The signature is the context. By the way, if you think this debate is hard, the next Cash the Record is going to make this look like a warm-up. I'll just say this. Next episode, we're talking about someone who redefined what it means to be untouchable, a voice, a legacy, a tragedy, and a question that still doesn't have a clean answer. If you know, you know. If you don't, you will.
I have like 3 people coming to mind.
Now let's get into Yeezus, where he blew it all up. 2013. Yeezus, no features announced, no singles, no promo. He just dropped the most aggressive, abrasive, industrial rap album ever made. New Slaves, Black Skinhead, Bound 2. Critics either hated it or said it was ahead of its time. Spoiler alert, it was ahead of its time. Yeezus is what happens when a genius stops caring whether you're ready. But as signature contenders, Yeezus is too divisive. It's too specific. I was about to say Pacific, like the ocean.
A lot of tongue twisters today.
Happy Pride. Too confrontational. It's the album that proves he's unpredictable, which is interesting, but it's not identity, it's volatility. Whew. All right, let's go to era number 5, The Life of Pablo. This is chaos as a creative process. So let's go to 2016. Oh, and then 2016. Let's not even get, yeah, the world has changed. Let's just say that. The Life of Pablo, an album updated after it was released. Changed lyrics, swapped tracks midstream. No artist in history had ever done that. And the songs, Ultralight Beam, one of the most spiritually powerful rap openers in history. Famous, one of the most controversial songs he ever recorded. And it's a lot. Father, Stretch My Hands, a gospel soul sample that became a meme and a movement simultaneously. Only Kanye West can make a song that is simultaneously holy and chaotic. Ultralight Beam is the closest thing to a religious experience hip-hop has ever produced. And he put it on the same album as Famous. That's not a contradiction. That's Kanye. Now, could Ultralight Beam be the signature?
That's a good one. I didn't think of Ultralight Beam for some reason, but it very much could be.
It's got the choir, the spirit, the scope, Chance the Rapper, Kirk Franklin, Kelly Price. It sounds like the answer. No, but it's an opener, a scene setter, a prologue. A signature can't be the intro to someone else's verse. And Jesus is King and Donda, important chapters, personal milestones, but they belong to a man searching for himself again. A signature belongs to a man who already found it. Pablo is Kanye at his most human. His signature is Kanye at his most inevitable. So let's get to the elimination round, shall we?
We shall.
All right. It's time to make cuts. This is where nostalgia gets eliminated and legacy takes over. You ready?
Let's go. Let's see.
What's your pick?
Well, it would have been I think Runaway if it wasn't for the fact that you said it wasn't it already. So I'd say either Runaway, Gold Digger, but I don't think it's Gold Digger.
You're picking like 15 songs. Pick one.
All right. I'm sorry. I listened to a bunch of it.
Your Kanye head.
A little bit. I'm gonna go with. Damn. You know what? Actually, I don't have. You took my bet. I'm actually drawing a blank now for what it
Damn, I should have bet money with you.
We should have put money on this. We should put money on the next one.
Yeah. Next episode, definitely.
There we go.
Okay. Through the Wire. Gone.
Oh, okay. I thought that was it. I was about to say.
Important origin, not a signature. It's the prequel, not the story.
Mm-hmm.
Stronger.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
Gone.
Oh, I was about
the biggest hit of his career, but Daft Punk did the heavy lifting on the hook. You can't sign your name with someone else's pen.
Fair enough.
Gold Digger.
Probably not.
Gone.
Yeah.
Number one for 10 weeks. Diamond certified crossover smash, but it sounds exactly like what it is. A hit built for radio, not a statement built for history. Ray Charles gave it the hook. The culture gave it the moment, but Kanye gave it the least of himself. You don't put your most disposable track on the signature shelf. Heartless.
I was about to say, wait, was it Heartless?
Gone.
Oh, shit.
Career launching, movement starting, but it belongs to a different era's artist more than it belongs to him.
Okay. Word.
Black Skinhead. Gone. Too abrasive for universal identity.
Yeah, I get that one.
Power.
This one makes sense.
Gone.
Oh my god. I'm going through all the good ones, man. Well, I mean, there's plenty more, but like, fuck.
It's power. Gone. Okay?
All right.
And let's drum roll, please. Hey, what you doing? Stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to the John Cash Show podcast.
Ooh, ran out of breath.
Okay.
There we go. Had to restart it.
Now, with power loud doesn't mean signature. Runaway.
Is Runaway?
Almost.
Why would you do that? Yeah.
Because here's the truth about Runaway. It is arguably the most self-aware song a superstar has ever recorded. A 9-minute apology that isn't really an apology. It's a confession that doubles as a declaration. A piano riff so simple a child could play it, and so haunting no one forgets it. If this were any other artist, Runaway is the answer, full stop. But Kanye West, once again, is not any other artist. Runaway requires you to already know who he is to understand what he's confessing. A signature cannot require prerequisite knowledge. It has to introduce you and define you at the same damn time. Runaway is his most honest song. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Jesus Walks is his most necessary one. And necessary outlasts honest every single time.
I can see that.
But almost isn't the record. So here is the final verdict. But before we get to that, let me play devil's advocate.
I thought you were gonna say you were gonna play Devil in the New Dress. Start playing that shit.
Before I give you the answer, I want to be honest with you. I almost changed my pick. Because the case for Runaway is real. A man at the height of his power, publicly humiliated, globally criticized, goes into a studio and makes a 9-minute toast to his own flaws. That piano intro, that auto-tune wall at the end, the final line, I always find something wrong. If the signature is about identity, who Kanye really is beneath the ego and the noise, then Runaway might be the most accurate x-ray of this man ever put to tape. I'm going to be honest with you. For 48 hours while writing this episode, Runaway was my answer.
Makes sense.
And then when I went back to the rules, cultural shift, instant DNA, career pivot, longevity, public identity, and Jesus Walks won every single one of those.
Damn.
Because Runaway tells you who Kanye is when he's broken, and Jesus Walks tells you who he was before the world had a chance to break him. The signature isn't the confession, it's the declaration, and he declared himself on Jesus Walks before anyone knew his name. Let me tell you something before I say it. The fact that we're having this debate at all with someone whose career is this complicated, that is the signature. Most artists don't even get the question. They get a headline, he gets a courtroom. But we're here to cash the record, not to admire the complexity. Jesus Walks. That's the one. Here's why. It breaks rule 1. A gospel rap record on mainstream radio. That's a cultural shift. Done. Rule number 2. You hear that choir?
It's pretty good.
You hear those drums?
Yeah.
That scratching? Instant DNA. No one else ever. Rule number 3. Before this song, hip-hop had walls. That is so loaded during Pride Month. After this song,
they just keep going.
They were gone. The walls were gone. Career pivot. Try a genre pivot. Rule number 4. It is still played in churches, in stadiums, at funerals, at graduations. The longevity. Confirmed. And rule number 5, public identity. The song became the artist, became the myth, became the debate we're having today. Whew. Jesus Walks is the one record that captured who Kanye was before the world tried to define him. It's his origin, his thesis, his manifesto. Every version of Kanye that came after, the genius, the villain, the prophet, the mess, started walking the moment Jesus Walks hit play. And that is a signature. If you didn't pick Jesus Walks, you didn't pick wrong. You just told me you value the spectacle over the sermon. All right. Let's get into some good old fan activation. Because I already know this comment section is going to be a civil war.
Yeah.
Drop your pick, defend it, fight for it, stand on it. If you pick Jesus Walks, you value foundations. If you pick Runaway, you value self-awareness. If you pick Power, you love a man in his ego era. If you pick Stronger, you value charts over craft. And if you picked anything from Donda, I respect the loyalty, but you might be mixing up devotion with discernment. Drop your pick in the first 60 seconds. I read the first wave. Personally, let's see who actually has a case and who's just defending their playlist.
Do you have an opinion on ghost towns? Did that come across you?
Nah.
Now you're not feeling it?
Nah. I didn't like. Nah.
Fuck. That hurt.
I spent like a whole 3 weeks listening to Kanye for this episode.
You didn't like the Ye album?
Not really.
Oh, no. A lot of people didn't fuck with it. I loved it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like this video, if Jesus Walks lives in your head, in your soul, rent free. Share it with someone who thinks Kanye's best days are behind him. They need a reminder of what day one looks like. So let's go to the comment section. Let's jump into these comments. We call this the comment section on trial. Doo-doo. Now, I call this the comment section on trial because every episode, y'all prove something critical. Most people don't pick signature songs. They pick the version of the artist they're most comfortable defending. And with Kanye, that's more complicated than usual. Let's go to King Cairo 22, who said, power. No debate. The piano sample alone is signature Kanye. All right. I love the conviction, but you just described the production as the signature, not the artist. A signature is about what he brought, not what he sampled. Here's the real culture vulture said these names. Runaway is the most honest song ever recorded, and I won't take questions. That's the strongest take in this thread. You're not wrong about what it does, but here's the difference. Runaway is Kanye knowing who he is. Jesus Walks is Kanye showing us who he's trying to be. Confession is personal. Aspiration is universal. And signatures have to be universal. Let's go to Melanated Mindset, who said, stronger is diamond certified, 5 times platinum. It's not even close. Numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. But numbers don't define identity either. If that were true, McDonald's would be the greatest chef in history. Most played doesn't mean most defining. Volume is not the same as voice. Next, Des from the West said, y'all sleep on 808s. Heartless is the most important song of the last 20 years. No cap. You might be the most right person in this whole thread. 808s is criminally underrated, but Heartless is important because of what it influenced. A signature doesn't just influence others, it announces the artist. Heartless made 50 other artists. Jesus Walks made Kanye. Official Queen V says, Gold Digger, it's the most fun he's ever been, and y'all forget fun matters. I respect the energy, but you just told me why I can't win. The most fun he's ever been. Fun is not a legacy. You don't build a museum around someone's party playlist. And as usual, the people told on themselves. Some of y'all don't want a signature song. You want your favorite Kanye to be the real Kanye. They're all real. That's the whole point. And Jesus Walks is the one that started the prayer. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Before we close, I need to say something most people won't say on camera. Picking Kanye's signature song in 2024 is one of the most morally complicated conversations in pop culture. And in 2026. Because the man who made Jesus Walks has also said things that have deeply hurt people. Real people. And I'm not here to agitate that. But I am here to say, the question of his signature song is not the same question as whether you should stream him. The question of his signature song is a question about art history, about impact, about what changed music. You can acknowledge genius and reject behavior at the same time. That's not weakness, that's discernment. This show is about cashing the record, not absolving the artist. And the record is undeniable. Kanye West is the only artist who made the music conversation inseparable from the human conversation. But if we're cashing the record, Jesus Walks is where he stopped asking for a seat at the table and built a cathedral instead. This is Cash the Record on the John Cash Show, where we stop debating favorites and start deciding legacies. New episodes drop every third Wednesday of the month. Subscribe, share, and remember, your favorite Kanye song tells me about you. His signature song tells me more about all of us. Those aren't always the same thing. Kanye didn't lose his mind. He found something the rest of us haven't caught up yet. Whether that's genius or tragedy, that's above my pay grade. Next episode, we're cashing the record on someone whose legacy was never given the verdict it deserved. You think this debate felt heavy? Next episode is about a legacy so powerful, so unfinished, and so necessary that even the name changes the room. Once again, subscribe to the John Cash Show. New Cash the Records drop every third Wednesdays. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a verdict. Share this episode with the most passionate Kanye fan you know and watch them argue with the screen. It's John Cash. I'm out.